Okay, guys, what I'm going to show you in this clip is crazy. Jim Jordan, James Comer, they both reveal what's going on with Joe Biden sweeping pardons, guys, right before he left office for his family, for his administration, for his son, for his brothers. Insane. And my big question is, what did Hunter Biden's laptop really reveal about the family? Y'all check this out.
All right, we continue live. We're at the Capitol. We have a quick report about former President Joe Biden. In the closing moments of the administration, Biden issued sweeping preemptive pardons for his family and his friends, including Dr. Anthony Fauci, General Mark Milley, Liz Cheney, Adam Schiff, each and every single one of Joe's siblings, which begs the question, what exactly did Joe think that the people would be prosecuted for? And what was he trying to hide? And by the way, where's the outrage from the left and the state-run legacy media mob? They sure were singing a very different tune when the thought was out there that Donald Trump may do preemptive pardons. Let's take a little trip in the Capitol down memory lane, shall we?
Have you ever heard of somebody getting a preemptive pardon who was innocent of all crime, who's just an innocent person? Have you ever heard of that? Just somebody getting a blanket pardon and they're an innocent person?
But no, here it's an effort not only to prospectively pardon people for things they have not yet been charged with and may never be charged with, but also it's the president's own family.
The president's reportedly asking his staff whether he can issue preemptive pardons for himself, his family members, Rudy Giuliani. There's a simple answer: no. No, Mr. President, that would be a gross abuse of the presidential pardon authority.
That all comes as we continue to get new reports, even tonight, that President Trump, as he winds down his last few weeks in office, is considering preemptive pardons for all his adult children, including his son-in-law, Jared. What a mess.
Does this concern you? All these preemptive pardons?
Well, it concerns me in terms of what kind of precedent it sets and how the rest of the world looks at us as a nation of laws and justice. You're not going to see in our administration that kind of approach to pardons.
Really? Oh, isn't that nice? The funniest part of that, though, had to be Adam Schiff, right, your old friend? Because he got one of the pardons that he said nobody should have. Anyway, leading that effort would be our next guest to investigate all this, the chairman of the House Judiciary Committee, Jim Jordan, and the chairman of the House Oversight Committee. These guys have done phenomenal work. James Comer has a best-selling book out about the Bidens. Thank you both. How much money did the Biden family make?
The family took in $27 million from our adversaries around the world. They never could say, even when we brought them in for depositions and interviews, what they actually did to receive the money. Then we found, going through their bank records, that they had another $8 million in loans that they never paid back, never paid any interest on or anything. So that's $35 million.
I want that loan. Can I have that?
Yeah, right. Wouldn't we all?
I think everybody here would like to. And you expose all of this. Now, I would argue that he forgot one person. Himself.
Well, you know, that what we said in our investigation was that we found 10 different Biden family members, including Joe Biden, profited from the influence peddling schemes. The money would come from a wire from a foreign adversary, usually a foreign oligarch. In some cases, we believe the country of China.
An oligarch. Didn't Joe Biden warn us about oligarchs? Aren't there Elena Baturina, wasn't she an oligarch?
Yes.
The guy in Kazakhstan, the people in Ukraine, the people in China.
Romania.
A lot of oligarchs the Bidens are friends with.
The money would then go through a series of shell companies. Then it would be laundered down. And then the 10 different Biden family members would receive incremental payments. And ironically, 6 of the pardons came from family that received payments that had been laundered. This isn't my word, Sean. These are the words of 6 different banks. They were laundering money through shell companies that the Biden families received. He pardoned them preemptively. And the only place in the world the spouses were ever named was in our investigation in the Oversight and Judiciary Committee. We named those spouses by name. The media, other than your show, Sean, and thank you for being the platform to get this out. Thank God your ratings are higher than MSNBC and CNN combined.
Oh, thank God, too.
The American people.
I second understand that. Yeah.
The American people saw it.
Thank
and that
you.
made a difference.
You guys did the digging, the hard work, and you exposed it. Peter Schweitzer deserves a lot of credit, too.
Absolutely.
He wrote the book, Secret Empires. President Trump signed this weaponization of government has to stop.
Yep.
Also revoking 51 former intel officials that knew nothing about Hunter's laptop and tried to interfere in an election. Jim Jordan, you were there. You investigated every part of this. Didn't Hunter's laptop talk about half his income going to Pops?
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't there a
Big guy.
WhatsApp message to the...
Okay, now guys, you got to see the rest of this. Oh, this just bothers me to the highest level. Hey, by the way, thanks for watching to this point. Hit the like button, guys. It really helps out the channel. Appreciate all the support, all the love from everyone. Okay, big issues with accountability and transparency here. Before Jim Jordan actually gets in here and answers this, what do these laptop revelations suggest about Hunter Biden's foreign business dealings and their connection to the Biden family? Connect the dots. See where we're going here. Why has the government not done a full, transparent investigation into the laptop's contents by federal authorities? I'll tell you why, and it's because the guy in charge of the entire country was, just a few days ago, the perpetrator's father. The problem is you're getting cover-ups from different angles here. The government is covering it up. Obviously, Hunter and the family is covering it up. The media is covering it up. Look at all those clips at the beginning. Guys, it blows my mind. Those are all 2020. Trump was coming to office. Everyone's like, Trump's going to pardon everybody. Trump's going to do these preemptive pardons. And Biden's like, he was like, there's no precedent. This is a dangerous precedent. We can't do this. Fast forward 4 years. Media is quiet as Joe Biden pardons everybody, all of his family, his brothers, his son, like all of the top people in his government. And the media intentionally downplaying the story. Why? They got to protect the narrative. They got to protect the Biden administration. They got to protect what they've been saying and all that coverage that they had 4 years ago. It's kind of a oops moment for them. Like, wow, we picked the wrong side. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Check out the rest of this clip. It's going to blow your mind.
Head of the CEFC.
Yeah. Right.
Didn't Joe's home repairs get paid for by Hunter Biden, according to emails with their economic guru, Eric Sherwin, if I'm not mistaken?
Yep, all that took place. But what I really think was important today is President Trump did what he said he would do when it came to pardons and people, the defendants of January 6th, and Joe Biden didn't. Joe Biden told us he would never pardon his family, and yet he did all of them. Joe Biden said, oh, there's no pardons needed. We just heard it for folks who were involved with the January 6th committee, and yet he did it. So Joe Biden did exactly opposite what he told us he was going to do. President Trump kept his word, did exactly what he said. I think that's the big takeaway from the actions we see from both the outgoing president and, of course,
Okay, here's the big question. Is this over? Because my understanding, Alan Dershowitz's understanding, is once you get a pardon, you no longer have the Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. If they go before your committees, every one of these pardoned family members, don't they have to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help them God?
There's a number of things we want to look at. Everything's on the table. But I really think one of the keys is the report we got just right before, just a few weeks ago, was with the 26 confidential human sources. 26 confidential human sources here on January 6, 2021, 17 inside restricted space, 4 in the Capitol. 2 of those 4 in the Capitol were tasked to be here by the FBI. I think there are all kinds of questions we
I
have for those
five
individuals.
people that said Trump authorized the use of the Guard days before. So did the Capitol Police Chief, by the way, begging for the National Guard. In writing, Muriel Bowser denied the use of the National Guard. It was her authorization. Pelosi did nothing. They never brought in the Sergeant of Arms. Liz Cheney needed hers, in my view, too.
Not to mention the number of false things that committee put out on me, on you, on so many people.
Me? Little old me?
Yeah, exactly. So, I think there's some unanswered questions we have to get to there. So we will look at that.
And you'll do that, too?
Absolutely.
All right. You guys have been rock stars. Thank you for what you're doing. I would let the American people know the truth, pardoned or not. And let's see if they tell the truth when they have to, under oath. Thank you both.
Wow, guys. I told y'all, absolutely insane stuff. 3 words for you here. Abuse of power. That is what is happening in the U.S. government over the last few years. We as American people got to stand up for what's right. And we got to raise the red flag and say, hold on. What's going on here? I mean, do Joe Biden's pardons raise concerns about shielding allies, family members from the big word accountability? Is there accountability? Not if your dad is president. Is there accountability? Not if your brother's president. This is one of the biggest abuses of power in probably American history. And it undermines our trust in the fairness of the justice system. Like, these people are getting away scot-free, right? They got their get out of jail card. It's absolutely unconscionable what's happening. And when do you issue a preemptive pardon? I'll tell you when you issue a preemptive pardon. When the person is guilty. Why would I give a pardon to someone who's not committed any crimes? Why would I issue a pardon to someone who's not been investigated? It makes no sense. You're only putting that there to protect them because you know the truth and you're trying to cover it up. This is the highest level abuse of power. And the precedent, let's talk about precedents. 2020, all the media is like, Donald Trump is going to do this. What precedent will it set? Well, Joe Biden just set the precedent, guys. And what are future administrations going to do now? If the executive power is used to protect one's own personal interests and political interests, it's just ridiculous what's happening here right now, guys. But do me a big favor. Hit the like button, support the channel, because this is the big thing, guys. Joe Biden is not president anymore. Donald Trump's president now. We're in a new world today than we were just a few days ago. Subscribe to the channel, guys, because you want to be a part of this movement. We call it The Difference because that's what we're trying to do here is make a difference for our world. Stand up for the truth. We stand against those that would wish harm on America and wish harm on American people. We stand against them. We group up together. We go arm in arm against the abuses of power that we all suffer. We all suffer when this happens, guys. All right, guys, that is all for today's video. If you enjoyed, again, like, subscribe, comment down below. Hey, become a member of the channel. That'd be huge. Check them out. Just issued memberships yesterday, so go check them out. All right, link in the description. Guys, y'all take it easy. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.